Alright, so we got Execration versus Keen.
Because you have like the bonus damage from the Astral and everything, but I kind of feel like just going for BKB looks really good. They don't really have much to deal with it. Oh, that raise. Feel pretty good. Like if they are forced to like rock you or something when you're BKBing as SF, that's probably good.
Action bottom. Big trouble for Lion. He's dead already. Yeah. And Execration seeing all those rotations, even Nando is going to just turn on his Aquila and start hitting the bottom tier 1 as well. They know that there's nobody here to defend these lanes just yet.
I think the only skill they hit there was Gush. Like even all the brambles missed.
Oh, Chrono on the mid. They need the damage. Raise number 1, raise number 2. Alright, nicely done. There's going to be a Haunt popped. Going for top, they're looking towards the Lion. Yeah. Not a huge kill, but
no. Oops.
Oh,
Tied.
I don't want to punish Lumic. He's left the box, Trent.
No,
don't do it. Back to it. Can he dodge the stomp? Yes, he can. All right, now going back the opposite direction. Dark's trying to cut him off. We've got the Tide down here. He does have the Ravage. They've also got the Chaotic Offering. He drops it down now. Lumic with the turnaround. Eunice dropping fast. Can he get off one more punch? He won't be able to do it. It does fall to the Faceless Void to finish off that kill. He wants to stick around here because the Chrono's off cooldown soon, but he may have stuck around a little bit too long. Is he going to get caught by the Brambles? He will not. Manages to jump down into the river. They're going to fear him up as well. They need to land this arrow and should be nice and easy. He's running back in the right direction, cooperating a little bit. They do get a bit of a turnaround up on the high ground, bursting down the Warlock. Not super easy for them to take towers, or at least they're not significantly faster than Execration are.
Look at this set up top, though. Everyone's smoked up, ready to help.
Ooh, Chrono and Nando. This is the counter initiation that we were talking about. He's still pretty healthy. They've got the Fear on the Void. Now the Ravage coming through, catching onto 2. The Chaotic Offering on the other side of the fight. They've taken 1 already. They still want to focus down the Spectre if they can, and they will at least manage to kill Nando off. BKB pops for the Shadow Fiend. Goes in with the Requiem, but Execration are now just going to turn tail, start running their way out of there. Looks like Tidehunter might fall. He cops the finger, and everybody else just going to TP. Carl just barely manages to escape. Grims. And now Lion just getting run at. Nando's hungry for some kills, and I think he's going to find it. They do get the Hex out. They're threatening him a little bit. They're going to get the Stomp. Shadow Fiend running forward. They pop this. They're going to pop the Fear. BKB forced out. Can they actually kill Nando off? He's jumped away down to bottom where the Void is waiting for him. And now they're going to keep on chasing. Carl leaps forward. He kills off Yuna. He keeps on right-clicking. The Shadow Fiend's in trouble. He cops the arrow. He's going to try and get into the Shadow Amulet, but already dead. And now Doom also getting stunned up. Execration just going from kill to kill to kill. 3 down so far. Make it 4 as they land the Bramble Maze. Triple kill for Carl. Oh. Alright, scrappy fight coming up in the river potentially. They've got the high ground on one side, but the Ravage has already caught the Faceless Void. They're also going to get the Rock on top of him. He's gone. They had the Terrorize coming in as well if they needed it. The Elder Titan's going to get found out. He'll be the next run down. And when you get the Ravage right on top of them as well, so they're instantly stunned. Dark's coming in. He wants to do something here. They do get the Doom out onto Nando, but he's still pretty tanky. He's running forward into this fight. He does pop the Requiem damage. It's actually Carl going down. Nando's still doomed on the edge of the fight. Lumic's going to get right-click down. Keen, desperate to make some plays. They know that everything is on cooldown right now. They're going to get 2 kills so far. Make it 3 as the Shadow Fiend actually picks up a triple kill. The way I'm looking at it is Execration's team fight is just so easy to execute. Like, unless you lock down all of them, then somebody presses their big button. Oh, Tide's dead. Ran a little bit too far forward there on the mid lane and just got slain. With no real spells used, they're going to get the Chronosphere onto the Spectre. Do they have the Silver Edge? It's already been used. Warlock counter initiation. BKB is going to get popped. They drop the Requiem down. Nando's still pretty healthy, and the Void's actually in some trouble here on the front lines. That is just going to be the Aegis popped so far. Only 30 seconds to go on the Tidehunter. Keen have to be careful about what they do here, and Carl is actually threatening the top tier 3 with his illusions. He's raxing them. Yeah, they have to scatter. And now they have to be careful about not getting caught. They found the Shadow Fiend. Oh no, he's got no BKB. He's going to get locked down by Grims and probably even just solo killed here. Way too much damage. Doom jumps in, tries to save his buddy. Actually, they do get the turnaround, but now Nando's on pursuit. They threaten the Doom. Doesn't end up using it. Looks like that's actually enough to save the Shadow Fiend.
Meanwhile, back to base, Yuna went in. She just went for a couple leaps, killed the ET, and then TP'd out once the Void started his TP in. So she kind of got away with murder there.
Oh, dang.
Oh, Lion, though. Oh, he's going for it! Oh.
He wants the kill! Lumic, run!
He even has the 90 damage.
He's going to be okay. The 90 damage down. He misses the stun. Oh, no.
He dodged that sentry perfectly. Oh, if he had wrapped around there, too. That would have been real close.
Arrow. Ravage. It's only on the Doom. Where's the follow-up damage? He pops the BKB and he's just going to run for it. Now there's trouble for Tidehunter. He's been broken. They are going to be able to force staff him a little bit further away. They've got the dust. They'll finish him off over in the trees. Lumic going to try for the TP out. He might succeed, but Karl's being doomed now. And Execration just not really all here and not playing together for this fight.
Willow
but the Bramble Maze might have actually been enough. They're going to lose Grimm's. Chronosphere is a complete whiff. Karl's just going to keep on running, and he's got 2 leap charges waiting for him as soon as he's undoomed. He's actually just going to turn around with the BKB. He slays the Lion. Now the Haunt's getting popped. He's going to turn around. He's got another arrow. He's in the middle of way too many heroes. He's going to get right-clicked down, and now it's Spectre versus the world. 4v1 Nando. I don't think this is where you want to be, buddy. He runs back into the stomp. He gets the 1 kill with the dispersion. Can he kill them all? He might be able to. He gets the triple kill off of the turnaround damage. Oh no, the heart and the HP talent was just way too much.
It was a pretty huge blow to the hero to take that away from the range form of it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Lion's gone. So this Chronosphere out onto 3. They've got damage onto the Mirana, but she's actually pretty tanky and hidden with the BKB inside of the Chrono. Doesn't get killed off just yet. The Ravage is still available. They're waiting at the BKBs before they try and make a play. Spectre's down on the low ground. They're going in with the Earth Splitter. Can they actually focus down Nando? He's turning around a lot of damage with the dispersion, but they managed to focus him down. Doom's going to lose his life on the other side of the fight, and they're still trapped down here in the river. Void going to get ravaged. They fear him up as well, and Karl finishes it off. I don't know. It's starting to look like maybe, maybe the Dire lineup is starting to come into its own a little bit. I think the late game potential of the ET is ridiculous. The aura is amazing. The Earth Splitter is great. Doom is starting to be a real nuisance, and Execration just aren't really able to stand there and right-click, I think, in the way that they were hoping to. Nando's actually dying in some of these fights. The Mirana seems to be struggling to position a little bit. But we'll see about the strength of their high ground. I still think they have ways to win this game, but Keen giving them a run for their money, and just everybody standing behind the Shadow Fiend, who is, has a 21-second cooldown Satanic. Very, very difficult to kill.
It's kind of surprising how much BKB does against Warlock too. Like, you think how Warlock's like pretty good against BKBs, but his Fatal Bonds have been pretty much worthless for the past like 20 minutes.
Everyone just pops BKB.
Gone.
All right. Well, they're not doing anything at the moment. They're just watching their racks fall. They're not going to be making a play at all. They jump in, they get the Chronosphere out into a couple. Can they kill off the Warlock in time? Looks like they should be able to. Earth Splitter follow up on the Tidehunter. He's going to be okay. He's still surviving. Karl's jumping into the backline. They want this Lion dead, and they want him dead fast. They use the break. Spectre now finds the opportunity to jump in, and the Void is already down. Nando now focusing on to the next target. The Shadow Fiend, very difficult to deal with. He's popped BKB. They're just trying to kite him around in circles. A little bit of damage here. Get a few more disables. He's going to pop the Requiem as he goes down for the first time, but he doesn't have any teammates really left to help him out. Grimm's is waiting for him on the respawn. What does he even have off cooldown? Silver Edge is there. He's going to have the Satanic soon, but he's just getting chain stunned. Yep. Execration. All right. He's running forward. Does not have the boots in the inventory, but he's still pretty fast. They're going to drop the Chaotic Offering on his head. They're going to try and focus him down. Will they be able to? He gets the BKB off. He completely destroys the Warlock. 3 or 4 auto attacks to bring him down. The Ravage is a complete whiff. Good 4 staff away. Now the Void needs to be looking for the punish. They've actually got the secondary Ravage, though. That catches onto a couple. Karl is trapped inside of the Chronosphere. Void manages to bash him down. They run into the fight with Nando. What can he actually do? Earth Splitter coming through. That's going to finish off 2 more heroes. Tidehunter brought down. They get the Doom onto the Spectre, but he's still just marching forward, right-clicking. Shadow Fiend has the buyback once again. Elder Titan sitting on the edge of the fight, trying to disengage, but they just can't stop the Spectre. Teaming up with the Golems. He still has a secondary one. The Doom is off cooldown. They are going to end up using it here. All right, Tidehunter looking very, very dead, but Lion with the Finger of Death just going to make sure of it.
You're all just kind of just like in this awkward environment. You're not sitting at home. It's hard to relax. It might be hard to hear each other.
Well, alright, there's Fatal Bonds. Warlock getting jumped, does not have the ultimate. Does get the Golem out for the first one. Endo jumping in. They get the Fear out into a couple. Shadow Fiend's freaking out a little bit. He can't run outside of the base. He gets the BKB and now the Satanic off. He turns around. He starts right-clicking. Karl's dead already. They're going to focus on the Tidehunter. That was Ravage number 2 used along with the buyback. Nando managed to disengage, but they've only got 3 heroes alive and 2 of them are supports. They will manage to kill off the ET, but Shadow Fiend stands strong. They're working on the racks. They don't have creeps. There's no creeps. Keen, you need creeps.
No.
You need to disable backdoor protection. No, Nando, what are you doing?
Don't fight. Run.
You don't have to fight them. They don't have a creep wave. Oh no, Keen, run. You need to push waves. He's ferrying out some salves now, but he needs to be careful. His BKB is off cooldown in 5 seconds time. Nando is chasing forward. The shrine still hasn't been taken, so Carl could TP to it once he respawns in 3 seconds. Keen Gaming, this oversight might cost you big. Grims, can he get the timing? The BKB comes out. He jumps into the Shadow Realm. He's wasting the Void's time while the rest of the team chases down the other softer targets. Chronosphere just defensively against the Spectre. Void's not even that fast. Already dodges out of the way of the arrow. Now the Haunt comes in. Lion, can you make the plays? Can you keep on winning this one for your team? That's pretty nice.
I will say, no matter who wins this game, it gives me zero confidence for them moving forward in this series.
Yeah, that's true. Trouble
it's
for
a meaningless
He gets
game.
The jump out. They force-staffed him out of the Chronosphere. This is huge trouble for Keen. Now the Ravage coming in. Ravage number 1. Nando's on the backlines. He's popped 1 Haunt. He's got Haunt number 2 coming in soon. 2 buybacks already. Units just running through the fight, trying to lay down the aura, but the Shadow Fiend cannot stand. He cannot do the damage. Execration. Oh, he's looking for it. They need the Doom lockdown. Mirana, all right, getting right-clicked a little bit. 1 leap available. They're going to jump in. It's on top of Lumic. Nando. All right, he gets the Nullifier out into the Shadow Fiend. Somebody needs to help him out. The Doom's already used his BKB. The Void using his BKB. Looking towards Grims, but once again, the Aeon Disc is going to be a huge nuisance. 5-second arrow on the Doom.
Arrow.
Is there anybody that can come and actually punish this? Nando just wants the buildings. They are playing the objective at the moment. And Nando just sitting on the front lines. They get the stomp out, at least canceling that upheaval. Ravage catching on to 3. Can they focus him down? Shadow Fiend, like you said, he does have a buyback. This isn't the end, but that is going to be it for Doom. He's out of this one. Void also getting stunned up. The crits from Mirana are just way too much.
There were definitely some issues in this one. I think the endomization from Faceless Void is pretty poor overall. Like, mask into BKB without the damage talent, he couldn't kill anyone, and he wasn't even dying really. And then he went back for a Maelstrom and then didn't complete that into anything, and then he went for a Silver Edge instead of maybe, like, I don't know, an Aghanim Scepter so they could actually fight. There were so many times where it would have been so much better if they just had Chrono.
Lena would have been nice, but it's,
wow,
they're going to go Bloodseeker mid and then set them in the safe lane.
Get those next few CS. More hits being traded up top. Lumic actually trapped inside of the cogs, but they're turning around and just punching this Death Prophet. It's way too much damage with the Lunar Blessing. And I don't know, this looks like this Maldic might just be a kill. Yeah, one more beam just to secure it. Why not? If we take the Wind Rain. Oh no.
Just instantly. Raiden like just walks around the corner, Maldic, see ya.
Yeah, they're trying for a little bit of a turnaround with these supports, but there's a pretty big creep wave here for Execration. They're just going to huddle up inside of the cogs. Looks like Lumic is dead. Oh, the stick charge is helping to keep him alive.
But it is true. Like, it doesn't naturally sync very well with the Beastmaster lane.
All right, roar rotation at mid. Bloodseeker's pretty tanky. He's on strength treads. They are going to come in with the Sand King. Need to drop their spells before that silence pops. He gets the Rupture out. He's just on the run. Sand King's in the backlines. Gets a 2-man burst strike. Ember is going to be able to escape, but Carl now hunting for blood. Needs to be careful about those axes. He still wants these kills. The shackle onto the Ember, and now Grimm's going to go for the dive. They do get the chains out. Grimm still wants it, though. He's going to finish it off. He does pay with his life, but it's a 3-for-1 overall as Execration bring pretty much everybody here. Meanwhile, Nando is just popping into clips and diving the... Yeah, and they've got a hook soon. I think Nando might actually be in some pretty big trouble. He just sneaks into the trees. He's got that night vision, actually. I think helping him out a little bit, but he's still going to get roared up, and we don't have any save on the Execration side. So just going to have to let him go. Sand King could have potentially jumped in. They get a hook now onto Lumic as well. This is going to be even more kills. Carl is focusing on the Death Prophet and makes very quick work of him. Pops the Blade Mail and just continues to fight. They're trying to focus him down. Missed Burrow Strike from the Sand King could be trouble, though it looks like Bloodseeker is fast enough to just walk this one off. Nice 2-man shackle. Grimm's focusing on the sky. Did they get the silence onto the Ember? They will. And that is a double kill for Carl. Decent turnaround for Execration, but Ancients are still kind of up there in terms of how much they give you. Clockwork getting caught out down here at bottom. It's going to be brought down. They are looking for something over at mid, though. They get the Roar out onto the Wind Ranger. Grimm's in a little bit of trouble. His Wind Run duration getting wasted, and he'll be brought down. Nando also dying over at mid. Clockwork turns out to be a bit of a distraction. And now the Death Prophet looking for a turnaround at bottom. Sand King going to get right-click down. Execration bleeding kills.
Oh, perfect. I needed this. After that last game, I can't handle just some normal Dota.
No. Looks like Keen can't either. Oh, trouble for Ember. They've stacked their stuns a little bit. Hook gonna miss wildly. Ember just wants to run in. He's still got the stake on. He looks towards Lumic, and Lumic is gone. More heroes coming down. Dark's got a haste. He's looking for more. He's got his Necro 1. They're looking towards the Sand King. They're going to pop the roar into the Bloodseeker. This is an active shrine. If they can just get him over to it, Shackle going to land. Silence might land onto a couple as well. They get the Rupture out of the Clockwork. And I think this might have been a bad place to take a fight unless this Exorcism just does its job. Carl doesn't even want to be here. He goes for the TP out. He just barely gets it at the very last second. He's lingering a little bit behind the rest of the team. Keen now hiding inside of the pit. Can they get the burst onto the Luna? Yes, they can. The roar along with the Mystic Flare. They get the jumping Cog out onto 2 Execration. They thought they could keep on looking for more, but I think that was the wrong decision. They're going to go in with the Epicenter now, but it just does no damage. Sand King going to get locked down by the chain.
But there it is, guys. The BKB.
A Bakaba. Oh,
no, Yuna had have killed that, though.
Oh, hook in as well. Kina really committing for this fight. This is a little bit dangerous. Force staff out. Carl's still okay. He's just going to turn around and right click. Execration, we're all just sitting right on top of each other on this hill, waiting for it. And, Keen will bite off a little bit more than they can chew here. Oh, damage on the Wind Ranger, and she gets obliterated. Blood Raging the new Roshan is pretty scary, but all right. They got some heals. He's pretty tanky. Looks like it's gonna be okay. It's actually really nice and fast. Keen coming over. Can't really do too much to stop it. Nice paralyzing cast bouncing out. It's controlling the Death Prophet perfectly. She can't go anywhere. They use the roar just to cancel the Witch Doctor ultimate, and now the Eclipse comes out. Dark's down. Carl's healing up off of the Blood Rage, and they're just looking for more. What have they found? Carl with the Manta doing some good work. They do drop damage onto the Sand King, but he's a little bit too tanky to be brought down. Carl's charging in. He's the one with the Aegis, in fact. But this Exorcism is still doing plenty of damage. They didn't burst down the Death Prophet. Now the hook comes in. Nando forced to use his Manta to try and run out of this. Looks like he's fast enough to escape. Carl going to pop his BKB to try and get out of here. Shackle's not going to latch. There is going to be the silence, and as the damage comes in...
Siege Engine Luna forward, and that Shackle almost hits.
Oh. Ember's ruptured. He's got to run. He's actually pretty low. Nice hook in from the Clockwork. Going to buy some time. They're focusing on the Witch Doctor, trying to burst him down. They do manage to force staff him out a little bit further to the side. Can he get off any spells? Looks like he won't be able to, but it has baited them to commit in just that little bit further. One down. Skywrath is going to get sniped by the power shot on the side of the fight. They're looking towards Luna. BKB is already being used. This is trouble for Nando. He does manage to Manta out of the silence. The Luna illusion's going to work, and Carl just right-clicking the entire time. Dark also extremely low. Ember's playing on the side of the fight as Clockwork just keeps on running forward. Grims finds another kill. Yu's now trapped inside the cogs, and he will be brought down, but the same is said for the Clockwork.
The mid one, Ember with the Aeon Disc was crazy.
Jump in. They got the roar. It's onto the Witch Doctor. They're trying to focus him down. Looks like the creep should be able to finish it. They got the Shackle onto the Clockwork. He's dead. No buyback. 1-for-1 just supports so far. Carl, come on, hit these Necrobooks. Don't make Grims do it. He gets Yules, actually. That's trouble. Can he get the blink out? No, he's now being chained. The Force Staff not saving him as the Mystic Flare is waiting on the other end. The Burrow Strike is a complete whiff. They pop the DP BKB. Now they're running up onto the high ground. They get the chains out of the Sand King. He's going to try and Yules himself to survive, but they've got a Stomp waiting as he comes back down. And Keen Gaming are actually just straight up doing it.
Well,
Give
that's
me
the
the
thing.
Dagon levels.
It's halfway in between everything. It's like he could have went really defensive with a Lincoln Sphere or something, or he could have went very offensive with more Dagon levels, but instead he's like, okay, well, this is magic damage, and it also helps me survive. So you can see why I went for it.
Bloodseeker gets the BKB off just before the roar. He's surviving. He's got an Abyssal Blade, in fact. Is he going to use it? He pops the Blade Mail, getting Force Staffed a little bit further away, pops the Manta. Now the Eclipse is coming through. Nando is just going to slay everybody. They get dragged into this choke point. The Epicenter comes through. Nando's already got a double. Let's make it one more. Skywrath Mage is dead. They chased way too far for this Bloodseeker kill. Ember will Dagon down Lumic, but he does not care. He's smiling from beyond the grave. The Google Maps led us astray, and now we're back. But, all right. They're attempting Roche to get the hook out. Once again, onto Lumic. He's tanking the spells. Carl getting drained out. He's got Abyssal. He's got Manta. He's got BKB. He's got everything. They even save Lumic. They force step over to the high ground. Nando's now roared. Do we have any more force stabs for the Luna? He's the important hero. Please save him. He's dead. Keen Gaming keep on chasing. And now Yu is inside of the pit. Ember has no mana. He is running back to base to get a TP, to get mana, so that he can come back to this fight, but Roshan's already dead. The hook is well off the mark. Jump in, Epicenter from the Sand King. Everyone's just dying. Escape might fall once again here. Can he get the Force Staff out? He manages to. Nando pushes himself up onto the high ground. He's king of the hill at this point. He's just gonna go crazy. Right-click through everybody. Clockwork's the only one with a buyback left, and Execration are beelining it down the mid lane to close out this series.
He did it again. I don't know where he was for the past half hour, but in the last like 3 minutes, he has completely taken this game for them. Honestly, he's already DC. Yeah. He's out of here before the throne's done. He's like, yeah, got it.
He's got clutch gamers to prepare for.